Hey there, life groups. I am so delighted that you guys are meeting in all kinds of venues all across the city over this week. And hey, Christmas is not far away from us. That's why we launched our brand new series in church this Sunday. And really, our heart is to help you around this Christmas season. If your life is anything like mine, you'll know the same thing is true for you as it is for me. And that's that most of the drama and the tension in your life typically comes into your life as a result of the family and friendship and relational connections that we all have. And yet what's crazy for me, yet it's brilliant news, is that the scriptures are really clear about providing us with some really incredibly practical ways that if we apply them into our life and don't do what James discourages us to do, which is to just be a hearer of the word, but if we actually do the word and actually follow it up on it and apply it to our life, then this stuff can be a game changer in terms of smoothing out the relational road that's in front of you in this busy Christmas season. We spoke in church on Sunday about really how you can do a couple of things really practically to help smooth the bumps in the road. But if I was to paraphrase it, I would say one of the main scriptures we looked at was taken from Ephesians chapter 4 that tells us, don't let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth. Now, here's the bottom line. For some, that's going to be really difficult, right? Because you feel like when you're at the dinner table or when you're at the social environment or when you're at the party or when you're at the gathering, you feel like you might need to make your point and make sure that your voice is heard, and that can come across in a little bit of an aggressive way. Sometimes you can speak a little bit out of turn. But what Paul encourages us to do this year is, hey, if you want a smoother, tension-less relational life, don't let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth. In other words, watch the way that you speak. And now, for those of you that want extra brownie points at Life Group this week, if you really want to go to a whole nother level, that you could do what the writer of Proverbs chapter 9, verse 11 tells us, where he says this, he goes, look, it's to one's glory when you overlook an offense. Imagine him saying this Christmas time, the chances are really high that someone might do something, say something, be a way around you that causes you to be offended. But if you really want to go the extra mile, be the wisest person in the room, be the smartest person in the room, be the one person that creates a pathway of peace, then be willing to overlook an offense this Christmas. And as you apply these practical steps, I'm convinced that you could potentially have the most peace-filled Christmas that you've had to date. So have a great Christmas. And maybe the first question you can start to ask as you embark upon Life Group tonight is simply this. Do you think that you're able to map out the journey ahead? And can you see the disasters that are on the horizon? Because everyone knows typically the trouble that comes our way, you can normally see it coming. So can you spot it? Have a great night at Life Group, guys.